Okay, so now that we're done filling out our payment details, now we're going to go ahead and look at our site and we're going to start editing some of this stuff. So the first thing you want to do is you want to change the logo and we want it to look really professional. So I'm going to show you how to do that next. So what you want to do is you want to open up a new tab and you want to go to logomakr.com. This is a free logo tool and it's going to open up like this. So logomakr without the E. And you could close out of this. That's just a tutorial. And I'm going to go ahead and click on some text. And I'm going to start typing make, because mine is make a class. And I want my colors to be black. So I'm just going to change that. And I'm going to use 2 styles of fonts for my logo. And you'll see why I'm going to do that. So I'm going to make a style and then a class a different font. And you could always make your logo just one font. So the first thing I'm going to do is just type in the first thing, like make, and I'm going to go up here and I'm going to find a font. I already found it before. I really like this Railway Thin font for the first word. There you go. That looks really nice. So I'm going to put make. You can resize it like this. And then I'm going to right click. So what I'm going to do now is right click and I'm going to click duplicate. And I'm going to move this over here. So it added 2 layers here, if you see here, which is really cool. And I'm going to put class. So the middle thing, I'm going to put A, but I want a little icon for the A. So now you can see what I'm trying to do here. And I want this to be a little thicker. So I could either bold it here, or I could go up here and I could either choose a different font, or what Logo Maker has is they have that same font, but it's a little thicker here. So I'll do that instead. So there you go. I have the same size because I duplicated it. And now I want to go ahead and find an icon in the middle. So I'm going to look for like a play button. So I'm going to type in play up here, and there's a cool play button that I could use. There it is. I can move it, and I could just resize it, and I'm going to stick that right here. Maybe I can move this over just a little bit, move this over, and you can move it over with your mouse as well with the arrow keys. So I could do that, and then I'm going to move this with my arrow keys. Kind of keep that right there. And I want this to be red. So let's go up here. Give me a nice red. There you go. That looks pretty good. So now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and make sure that's centered. And I want to go ahead and crop that by clicking this crop tool down below here. All right, so now we want to make sure we don't have a lot of spacing on the outside of it, because we don't want a lot of spacing when it goes on our website. So let's crop this a little tighter here. And I'm going to click this crop tool or press enter on the keyboard. There you go. I see a little too much space on the right, so I'm going to go back to the crop tool and move it. And I'm going to press enter on my keyboard. There you go. All right, that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to go ahead and save this by clicking the save button here on the upper right-hand corner. It's going to give you 2 options. One, to get the full license, and it gives you all these vector files so you could print it on banners and stuff, and that's good. If you love your logo, I highly recommend just spending $19 and getting all this stuff, because you don't want to have to redo it later. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to click no thanks, download low resolution files. They do ask you to give credit on your website, but that's okay. We could do that somewhere on the website. Let's go ahead and download this and say no thanks, download to low resolution files. Click on that. Okay, now it downloaded to your computer. So I'm going to click on this and you'll see I actually made 2 of them, but there it is right there. And it's in my downloads area. So now I'm going to hop back over to the website, and you could go back in the dashboard by clicking this area. And now I'm going to go to the customize. So under appearance, you're going to click customize. So customize is right there under appearance. And we want to go ahead and edit the actual logo. So I'm going to click on this little edit button right here. So click that. It'll take you right to the logo area where you could edit. And I'm going to click change logo. Click on that button right there. All right. So I'm going to pull up this. Now I'm going to upload the file. So click this upload button. And I'm going to upload it from my computer by clicking select files. And there it is right there. Press open. Now I'm going to press select here at the bottom. And it's trying to crop it, but I don't want it cropped. So I'm going to click skip cropping. There it is right there on, and it looks really nice. Now you could also make it bigger by clicking this button, and it will go bigger or smaller depending on what you want to do. I don't want it too big. I like it just like that. It looks really nice and professional. So I'm going to click on publish. Now you could go back to your website by going to the address bar and deleting all this stuff except for your domain name, and press enter to see what it looks like right here. And I think that looks pretty good. But let's say you wanted to add a little bit more padding right here and you wanted to move the logo over a little bit to the right. All you have to do is click on Customize right here. It's going to take you back here. You're just going to click on Header, and then you're going to click on Primary Header right here. Then under Width, you could change it to full width to content width. Just click that and then click Publish. And that's all you have to do. And as you can see, if you hide these controls down here, it gives it a little bit more space on the right and the left, and that looks pretty good. So I'm going to go back to that, and you could also change the layout. I recommend this layout, but some people want the links on the left and the logo on the right, or you could even put a logo on the center and then links below. But I really like the logo on the left. It just looks cleaner and easier for people to navigate through. Just remember to go ahead and press Publish, and you're all set.